Malik Abdul with us, Managing Director at Nestpoint, and Republican strategist John Thomas. Great to see you both. Well, I don't know. Here we have it. Newsom's been talking a lot like this. I think Kimmel probably won the ratings game last night, maybe drown out Colbert. But it's also, this fear-mongering that really some people believe. And that's the scary thing to all of this. Malik, I'll let you start with this.
Well, hey, you're talking to someone who's I've never seen an episode of Jimmy Kimmel, Jimmy Fallon, Steve Colbert, because I'm just not a late night person. I remember during the Obama years, so many of these comedians were having problems, having challenges, trying to figure out, in their own words, how to criticize Obama. So I don't put a lot of faith in them at all. I didn't have a problem necessarily. I think that Jimmy Kimmel's, his remarks were inappropriate. I don't think that it was something that you should say about someone, be it whether someone dead or alive, but this is what they do. So nothing about this really surprised me at all. I wasn't upset that he was taken off, and I'm not upset that he's now, at least in some ways, seems to be back on air. I just think across the board, people need to be more responsible, whether that's on a broadcast TV or cable TV, in the things that we choose to communicate to the public. That's why I don't do it. A lot of people disagree with a lot of things that I say, but I try to be factual and at least appropriate in the things that I say, and Jimmy Kimmel was not. And I don't expect him to be in the future.
John, what's your take on Kimmel and also Newsom? Because these are the late night shows where Malik says he doesn't watch, but no one's really watching them. The ratings are so low. The time slot's dying. 16 million bucks, at least through his contract, May 2026. TikTok, perhaps, for Kimmel, either way.
Yeah, Jimmy Kimmel is a victim of low ratings. I mean, if you think about it, actually most micro influencers, not even major influencers, have bigger audiences per post than Jimmy Kimmel has in prime time. So that's why he was canceled. Now, his rhetoric was uncalled for. I think he meant his apology, but really the quibble in his voice was probably more about that he was sad that he got canceled rather that he got caught in a lie. Mm-hmm. And then the NBC used it as an opportunity to cancel his show. As it relates to Gavin Newsom, look, I just can't believe a word this person says. He's Mr. Moderate. He's Mr. Left. The sky is falling. It's all pathetic positioning for a Democratic primary. Now, here is my concern, is that the shooters as of late have been under the age of 30 in general. An audience, even though small, might listen to somebody like Gavin Newsom on a late night show. And so this hyperbolic rhetoric that everybody with some kind of common sense that actually consumes reasonable news, like Newsmax, knows nobody's stealing the election.
I know.
Donald Trump isn't Hitler. But the people who do watch Colbert might be enthralled by Gavin's lies and hyperbolic rhetoric, and that needs to stop.
Yeah, and even Hillary was out on Morning Joe this morning slamming Donald Trump. It does need to stop. Just a few minutes ago, President Trump posted about the shooting in Dallas, and he says, I am calling on all Democrats to stop this rhetoric against ICE and America's law enforcement right now. Not sure if they can help themselves. And we talk about, real quickly, too, I want to get into this. This is a major story, but it kind of went under the radar today with all the breaking news. So they want to say it's First Amendment for Jimmy Kimmel. I mean, Google is now admitting it's censored content under the Biden administration. It's bringing back some YouTube accounts that were banned for political speech. Yes, people may not have known, but the tech giant told Congress Biden officials pressured them to take down COVID-19 content, even if it didn't break rules. The lawyer for Google tells the House Judiciary Committee it was senior Biden administration officials. So here you go. I mean, this is all coming out. Everyone knew it at the time. And they went on to say that it's unacceptable and wrong when any government, including the Biden administration, attempts to dictate how the company moderates content. And the company has consistently fought against those efforts on First Amendment grounds. Malik, I hope a lot of people know about that as well. But the left, they don't want to talk about this because it really shows how complicit they are.
I'm so glad that you brought that up. And for me, that's why I try to be consistent in my criticism, because I remember during those hearings when you had the social media companies, Facebook and Twitter, it was before Elon Musk at the time, and they came and they didn't say that the Biden administration made them do anything. Mm-hmm. It was just a suggestion, and ultimately they made the decision. That's why I'm not a fan of what we're hearing from some on the right, even when it comes to Jimmy Kimmel, who made very disgusting remarks. But I don't think that the federal government, whether that's Donald Trump or Brendan Carr, should be making such statements, because it seems like the same type of pressure that people like me were railing against when conservatives were the target. But Google did this. Surprise, surprise. I'm pretty sure that no one on this side is surprised by that.
Yeah, no. John, I got 20 seconds to give you the final word here.
Well, first of all, I don't trust big tech as far as I can throw them. Them coming to the table saying it was the government's fault. Certainly, they were complicit and happy to be so. And the second is, look, Joe Biden and the Democrats want to cancel conservatives. They've debanked us. They've stripped our ability to speak, and this is their MO. It's disgusting. I'm glad some sunlight is being shined on it, but it's not. Look, big tech still exists, and I don't trust them one iota.
All right, gentlemen, got to leave it there. Malik and John, I appreciate your thoughtful comments. There's so much news happening these days, including some breaking news right now we're about to pull in. So I hope you come back real soon.
Thanks so much.
Thank you. Some breaking news. There is a story. Newsmax is